My name is Gabriel. I'm an angel. I'm here to save you.
What?
You're about to find out what this movie titled Good Fortune is about. I'm about to give you the storyline, tell you what this movie is about, so that you can know if you want to download this movie or not. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Ohis, the movie guy, and here in the film saloon, we give you sweet movie gist. We tell you what the movie is about, we give you the story, we brief you about the movie, so that you can know if the movie is something you like to watch or not. So if you've not subscribed, do well to hit the subscription button now. So we are jumping into the story of this movie, Good Fortune. Now, this movie is about a guy called Gabriel. Gabriel is an angel, and this angel has a really small wing. Like other angels have big wings, you know, giant wings, and they can fly, but Gabriel has a small wing. Why? Because Gabriel is a low ranking angel. You know, in the hierarchy of angels, he's like in a low rank, so this is why he has a very small wing. Now, every angel has their job. Every angel has specific thing they actually do. Gabriel's job is to save people from texting and driving, you know, not to do big things like that. It's just saving people from texting and driving. And this is how he does it. When somebody is on their phone while they are driving, operating their phone, he will now appear at the back of the car. Zoom. And when he appears there, he will tap the person on the shoulder, and the person will, you know, become conscious of where he is, and boom, he saves the person from getting an accident. So Gabriel has been doing this job, and he's getting tired of this job. It's getting boring for him, and he has been complaining to his superior, who is Martha. He has been telling Martha, let me do something great, let me do something bigger, let me do something, you know, more pronounced, save souls, instead of this boring kind of job. And Martha is always declining. Now we meet Aj. Aj is another character. Aj is a poor guy. Aj is very poor. Life is very unfair to Aj. He's working all these menial jobs, little jobs. He runs errands for people and all of that. Lives have been treating him really bad. Sometimes Aj even sleeps in his car. Most of the time, because he does not even have a place to stay, he sleeps in his car. So things kept going rough for Aj until one day he met this guy called Jeff. Now Jeff is a really rich guy. He has been rich all his life. From his grandfather to his father to him, they've all been rich. He's a very wealthy guy. And when Aj met Jeff, he started working for Jeff. You know, Jeff was nice to him. Sure, do this, do that. You can even wear my jacket and go on a date. So they were really close. And then one day, Aj went on a date with one of his crush. He went on a date, and while he was on that date, they brought the bill. And when they brought the bill, it was really expensive. He could not afford it, so he decided to use Jeff's company credit card to pay for that bill. And when he paid for the bill, I think it was about $300 or something like that. He paid for the bill and he came back home to Jeff. And Jeff was like, Aj, did you use my company's credit card to pay for your bill? And Aj was like, yeah, I did. I'm going to pay you back the money. And Jeff was like, I'm sorry, but we have to let you go. And the guy was like, really? It's just a small money. And Jeff was like, sorry, I have to let you go. And that was how he lost that job. Again, he was becoming frustrated. Now Gabriel has been watching Aj for a while, you know, observing that, come, this guy is really depressed, and probably one day he might try to take his life. You understand? And so Gabriel met Aj, although Aj could not see him. So he walked up to Aj and they started talking. Now Aj could see him, and they started talking, and he tried to make Aj see that life is not all about money. But Aj was not having it, you know. And then he decided to show Aj what his future looks like, so that Aj can have hope, have purpose, and, you know, not take his own life. And then he touched Aj on the shoulder, boom, and Aj started seeing his future. Guess what happened in Aj's future? In his future, he was still poor. he was still poor. In fact, in the future, he was no longer living in his car. He was living with his girlfriend's parents in their family house. That is where he was living too. Even their dog, the dog that used to give them happiness and all, they lost the dog. So life was even more messed up in the future. And when I saw the future, I was like, what the hell? What the hell? He even became more depressed. And Gabriel was like, no. Money is not everything. Money can't buy you happiness. Aj was not having it. He was freaking out. And Gabriel said, okay, Aj, this is what I'm going to do for you. Relax. I'm going to switch your life with somebody rich, so that you can live a wealthy life for 1 week. And when you live that wealthy life, you're going to see that money does not bring happiness. And Aj was like, what do you mean? He said, relax. So Gabriel now switched Aj's life with Jeff, that his boss that just fired him. He switched his life with Jeff. So both of them switched life. Now Aj became the rich guy and Jeff became the poor guy. Bam, and he started living a rich life, driving sweet cars, going for sweet business meetings. Meanwhile, Jeff became poor. Nobody knew him again. And 1 week passed and Gabriel met Aj and he was like, Aj, it is 1 week already. By now you should have seen that money doesn't bring happiness. So it's time for you to switch back to your poor life. And Aj was like, what the hell? Hell no. I'm not switching back to that hell of a life. Bro, I'm not switching back. And Gabriel was like, no, bro, you have to switch back. Oh. This one is just a discussion. You have to switch back. And Aj say, I am not going anywhere. Now, here is the thing. Aj has to agree to go back to his old life. If not, Gabriel does not have the power to switch him back to his old life. And then Gabriel started thinking, Jesus, what will I do? What will I do? How will I get this guy to go back to his old life? Now, Gabriel did not do all of this with the consent of his superior, Martha. Now, Martha found out and she was really pissed. She was angry and she stripped him of his angelic power. She stripped him of his wings, which means now every human can see him like he's practically a human being until he fixes this. Now, how will Gabriel fix this whole issue? I believe you're enjoying this story to this point, and by now you want to know what happened next. How will this story unfold? How will it end? Well, I have given you the juicy part of this movie. If you found it interesting, then you can go ahead and download the full movie and enjoy yourself. But if you found it boring, then you can skip and go to other movies. So for my personal rating, I will give this movie a rating of 8.9 out of 10. Guys, this is the first time I'm seeing Keanu Reeves play a funny role, and trust me, it was actually funny. It was nice. There's a lot of lessons. I think there are some lessons to learn from this movie. I mean, like when the angel became a human being and then life was so depressing to him and he started being corrupted. It shows that there are some people that, don't judge anyone. Even the most holiest of souls, they could be corrupted sometimes, when life throws some annoying things to you. So when life throws bad things to you, just calm down. Because everybody's capable of being corrupted. Don't judge, calm down when things become messy. So I think this movie was nice, although I think some religion might have some issue with it. I mean, seeing someone who was an angel come to earth and then he starts smoking. Some religion might not find it funny. Yes, because angels are actually symbolic in some religions. So I think that was actually wrong of them if they can, adjust that. Aside that, I don't think there was any other thing bad. Aside the length, it was becoming a bit lengthy, but good thing they had some funny punchlines to drop in different scenes, so it was not that boring. It was actually funny. Now, if you've seen the movie, let me know what your opinion is on this movie, and if you've not seen the movie, let me know in the comment section and I'll tell you how to get this movie. Don't forget to subscribe to this Film Saloon, where we give you sweet gist about movie, letting you know if you shall download the movie or not. So personally, I would say yes, go ahead and download Good Fortune. It is nice for you. I'll see you next time. I still remain Ohis, the movie guy.